But if someone never heard of progressive music and they said, hey, what's a band that you think would be a good introduction? Is Rush too much to give them at the first time?
Yeah.
Hey, they say that I'm talking a whole lot of trash. I'm sitting there thinking like, who knew? I know that you seen us on Rappers React. They talking about us on YouTube. Hollywood 6, it look like I do magic. Maybe he's practicing voodoo. I'm hearing you're getting a lot of attention. Well, I'm here to say that we do to deliver the rubbish.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another segment of Rappers React. Smoke Dog.
What up?
I've got trivia.
Oh, what you got?
Trinidad and Tobago is part of which continent?
South America.
Incorrect.
Oh, what is it?
Give me another guess.
Is it not South America? Is it part of? It's not part of North America.
It is. It's North America. You're correct.
I know it's in Middle America, pretty much. But...
Yeah. All right. How about this? Let's see. Wow. Really? What was the first country to legalize same-sex marriage?
First country to do that.
I wouldn't have thought it would have been this country, but okay.
Really? So I would have said something like Sweden or Norway.
Dude,
or something.
you're right there in it.
Is it Ukraine? Germany? One of those. Is it a Nordic country?
Yes.
Finland. The Netherlands?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that actually I think I've heard that before. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about this? What element makes up about 90% of the known universe?
What element?
Yes. You should get this.
Is it carbon?
Nope.
Is it dark matter?
Nope. You deal with this daily, I think.
Is it nitrogen?
Keep going.
Helium.
Keep going.
It's not oxygen.
Keep going. Give me one more.
Something I deal with.
Hydrogen.
Yeah, is it? Oh, I don't deal with hydrogen, but yeah.
My bad. My bad. All right. Okay. Social
justice.
Or during. Can you say the C word now? Can we say COVID? Can we say that word now? Is that okay to say? So COVID. Okay.
Oh.
So social.
Distancing.
Just make that word
distance.
Okay. Or smaller.
Yeah. Is it distance?
Smaller. Just
distant.
There you go. All right. So the government recently just came out and said they have UFOs and it could lead to a war, and they're giving us. So this is a. Okay. All right. Well, first. All right, hold on. Keep that in there. But before that word, so, man, I got to wake up blank in the morning.
Early?
All right, and they're telling us because this could be potentially a big...
threat, war, conflict.
There's a blank on on a cigarette box.
Warning? Was it distant early warning?
You got it, my friend. Guys, before we get started, please do us a big favor. Y'all please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, please subscribe to the channel.
And for God's sake, leave us a comment and tell us what to react to next. That's how we get the ideas for these videos. Come directly from you right down in the comment section and over on Patreon. And today... We have another wonderful suggestion from one of our wonderful Patreon members who goes by the name of Elizabeth Castillo.
Yes. Shout out to you, Elizabeth Castillo, because you are a loyal Patreon member, my friend, and you've sent us over a band that we've just fallen in love with.
Absolutely. The storytelling, not only the musicianship, the proficiency that they have with their instruments, but the storytelling is what gets me.
Yeah, I mean, see, the storytelling gets you, which I enjoy the storytelling as well. Mm-hmm. But you had mentioned the musicianship. Mm-hmm. Dude, one of the greatest progressive bands, man. I mean,
yeah, if not the greatest.
Dude, and the way Geddy Lee, man, the whole Neil, Rush is just like God, dude. It's like, it's like if you wanted to introduce someone to, okay, let's say someone said, hey, man, I hate to compare them with Tool. But if someone never heard of progressive music and they said, hey, what's a band that you think would be a good introduction? Is Rush too much to give them at the first time? It's like,
maybe Tool would be too also.
Yeah, you're right.
But Rush, I know people don't say that they are the originators, but they are the biggest name in early progressive.
I'd say the innovators?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And a lot of people that are into Tool always credit Rush as being the inspiration.
100%, you know. And real quick, before we hop into it, or before I ask you what the song's about, we need to give a shout out to David Christie because apparently Rush makes their own beer, and it's like a limited time type thing.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to David Christie because he sent us a 12-pack, and we're not gonna pull the whole 12-pack out, but it came with this cool poster here.
Yeah.
You guys can see that.
Yeah, Rush Golden Ale.
By the way, it's 5.5% alcohol, so
it's almost a malt.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. There's your Rush beer. It's like I want to drink one so bad, but it's like, God, I don't know.
It's like so pristine, you don't want to open it and ruin it.
I mean, even when I hold it like this, like I feel like I feel like I'm holding like a
vintage wine.
Like, would you like the Rush beer? Dude, that's awesome. David Christie, thank you for this.
The maitre d', or what do they call him? The sommelier.
Yeah.
He's like, you should try this brand.
It's gonna go amazing with your medium rare steak.
Yeah.
Distant early warning. What you got?
Distant early, man. That almost sounds topical.
Storytelling, UFO coming out.
We know they like to get into this fantastical realm of storytelling and stories that could be from the future or could be from millions of years ago in a place far, far away, you know.
Smoke Dog, what up? Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
There's that fantastical sound. You gotta love Rush.
A early wind comes rising across the cities of the plain. There's no swimming in the heavy water, no singing in the acid rain. Red alert, red alert. It's so hard to stay together, passing through revolving doors. We need someone to talk to and someone to sweep the floors. Incomplete, incomplete. The world weighs on my shoulders, but what am I to do? You sometimes drive me crazy, but I worry about you. I know it makes no difference to what you're going through, but I see the tip of the iceberg, and I worry about you.
What does that say? Grace under pressure? Yeah.
Cruising under your radar, watching from satellites. Take a page from the red book and keep them in your sights. Red alert, red alert. Left and right's a passage, black and white's a youth. You can face the knowledge that the truth is not the truth. Obsolete, absolute, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The world weighs
Nothing makes you think like a Rush.
No.
Like a Rush song.
You called it on like, I mean, I would say that's probably about 80% of the Rush songs that we've heard. It's all been storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
You would say this is the same situation here?
Yeah. Now the focus of the story is the question: who was he directing it to? Because I've got a couple different ideas of what it could be.
Before we do that, I just want to say y'all have no, or maybe I'm sure y'all do, but as two rappers here trying to catch the beat to a progressive song, like it's hard.
So tough, yeah.
It's hard to find like, okay, where we going?
Remember when we started doing Tool and all the polyrhythms, and you're like nodding, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not even on beat." Hold on,
like, wait,
hold on.
Oh, okay, now we. What are you just learn to do this.
Yeah,
after all,
exactly.
Just
start
go
swaying.
with it, man.
You know, they actually said too. They were like, with polyrhythms, you just have to pick a specific instrument and
just
go with it. Yeah,
that's it. That's where the drunk aunt dance come from, man.
Exactly.
But you said you're wondering who he directed it to.
Yeah.
Let me say who I think it is.
Okay.
The human race.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
That was one of my thoughts. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, see, it could be. I mean, you want to believe it's something bigger because the fantastical nature of the Rush lyric writing, you know, whether it's Neil or Geddy or whoever's writing here.
Yeah.
It could be like a warning to a child or someone you see going through like a drug issue or something like that. You're like, I've seen the tip of the iceberg and I know what's under the water there, you know. But it could also be like a post-apocalyptical thing because he did say we can't go out in the acid rain and the heavy waters, like the waters are polluted.
Yeah. I mean, even him saying like you said, but I've seen the tip of the iceberg. He said, you know, I'm worried about you, and it's so crazy because, and I would go on a limb. Trash talkers, you can let us know down in the comments, especially you, Elizabeth Castillo. Let us know in the comments because I would willing to go out on a limb and say Neil wrote this because according to the Rush fans out there, they say he writes most of it. But you can't, like you said with the drug addiction thing. It's like you can't. Even if you've been there, you can't tell someone, hey, don't do that. Unless they want to not do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like even like you said with a child, you tell that child, don't touch that iron, it's gonna burn you.
Oh, they still want to find out.
I don't believe you. I got it. Now you got a 3rd-degree burn on your hand. I told you.
Yeah.
But it's just
kids are just rebellious by nature, and they want to experience it.
I mean, and you kind of have to let them. You know, you kind of have to let them. Like this is what happens.
Yeah, there's certain things that. Like, you got to stop them from pulling the giant TV and letting it fall on their head. But
God dang. I mean, you got to stop them from jumping out of a moving car. I mean,
exactly.
Obviously.
But there's some things you're like, all right, you mess with that dog, he's going to bite. You know, it's a little dog. You don't want to throw him to the Dobermans.
Don't give him a Belgian Malinois or whatever that thing is.
Like, you mess with that Chihuahua, he's going to bite you. All right, find out.
That's the most common bites are Chihuahuas, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
To Elizabeth Castillo and all the trash talkers out there, let us know if we're anywhere in the realm of the possible meaning of the song because I think we are.
I like the thought of it being post-apocalyptical too.
Yeah.
Like the world's all torn down. And he's just trying to send out warnings to people who are just now being the survivors.
And he's like, I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
Like, I'm kind of prophetic here. I know what's happening.
Yes, man.
But y'all don't want to listen to me.
Well, just wait until it happens. And then you'll be coming back and looking at me. But no, again, to you, David Christie, as well, thank you so much for sending us over the beer along with the poster. We greatly appreciate it. Elizabeth Castillo, thank you for all your love and support on Patreon. And guys, if you want to support us, the best way to do that is through Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Gives you a preview of what we do. I can never say that. Gives you a preview of what we do the day before it comes out.
Yeah.
It also, helps us out with these videos here. And you get your video played, and Elizabeth Castillo just gave you a prime example as to why that is.
Absolutely.
With that being said, my name is Ranger Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez.
And we are
and out. Deuces. Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another segment of Rappers React. If you guys want to see another artist that we covered, just click right here. If you want to see the last video did, just click right over here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us today. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.